welcome to my channel here on YouTube, Love and Guiding Light. I am Keisha, and I come to bring messages to the collective from God, universe, ancestors, source, creator, archangels, those that are walking and journeying with us on this spiritual path. I am here to bring forth messages. Today is April the 19th, and we are currently working with a lot of energy that has come upon the planet, you know, since the eclipse. Then we still have the meteors in the sky. I think those are going to continue until the 30th of April. We have the Mercury retrograde going on at this time, which everyone knows how the Mercury retrograde can be impactful to you. It can interfere with communication and, you know, making you trippy over your words, which I've had a great deal of trips since we've been in retrograde. Also, it brings up perhaps people from the past resurfacing and coming, you know, back maybe to tie up loose ends. We are currently working towards closing out the old way of being and evolving into the new way of being, the person we have come to be from the length of our spiritual journey. I've been on mine now for quite some time, and I am tickled pink that I have grown so much. You know, I've gained so much wisdom and knowledge on this journey, and I'm so grateful for it. So we are closing out the way of how we were to who we are, who we have evolved to be, our genuine, authentic selves, you know, loving, compassionate, empathetic, wiser, more discerning, you know, whatnot. You can never change your past. However, you can learn from your past, and there are lessons that you can take and get valuable insight from those lessons that you can carry on into your present, you know, things that you do not want to repeat. So we are closing out chapters, you know, cycles. This was a long cycle. I know for me it was a 7-year cycle. I don't know as far as how long it might have been for you, how long you've been on your journey or whatnot, but I know for me it was 7 years, long cycle. And I am feeling so much lighter and enthusiastic, more joy, more peace, you know, just happy to know that the past is behind me, and I have gained a great bit of wisdom from all my experiences. Those are the experiences that have built up my character, you know, the character and the nobility we gained from certain life experiences. There are no coincidences, and I think, you know, our Creator, God, you know, He allows us to go through certain situations in order to help others behind us that could be possibly going through something similar. He'll align us with those people as well in order to be able to share our testimony, in order to help them to see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Anyway, I was going to use this deck. This is called Shadow and Light. I like this deck. It gives you both your shadow and light. You know, if you are familiar with your shadow self, it's the self of, like, the ego self, you know, things perhaps you may see in a negative light. There's nothing negative about us. We are all God's, you know, children. He created us all. There's dark and light in all of us, you know. Can't have one without the other, good without the, you know, the bad. If that's how you want to see it. I don't see it as good without, you know, being bad. I just see it as, you know, shifting the perspective of those energies and how you can utilize them if you see them in a negative sense, use them now in a positive sense, okay? Me, I'm an Aries moon as well as Aries ascending, which means I'm very actionary. Well, at least I used to be. But over the course of this journey, I have really gained mastery over myself, my emotions, and allowing things to take me out of character. So I no longer just respond immediately to situations that may arise. I actually go within after a situation and think about things and just, contemplate, is this situation even worth me responding and putting energy into that or fueling that in a negative way. And a lot of times I come to discover that no, it's not. There's nothing anymore silliness that is worth taking me out of my character to entertain anything that is not bringing me joy or peace. So what we're doing is learning to utilize our shadow energy, and we're taking them and we are bringing them into balance. So we want to gain control over ourselves, which is what we're doing. We're gaining control over thyself, knowing thyself, knowing the things what may be triggering for you, and then knowing how to respond appropriately and not respond inappropriately or do something that could put you in harm's way. So shifting perspective over our being, because God created us all. There's cannot be night without day, goodness without some challenges, however you see it. This is just the way of the world. We are duality, we are both feminine and masculine. Me particularly, I have more masculine energy in my chart, my natal chart. A natal chart is so important for you to have. If you are new to your journey, you need a natal chart so that you know the energies that you are working with and the energies in which you need to bring into balance. I had more masculine energy within my natal chart versus feminine. So that is one of the things I have been working on, balancing those things. Also, your natal chart will tell you your north node and south node. Your south node is your past life, perhaps what it was that you did in your past life, as far as career, family, situations, whatever. And then the north node is taking you to what it is that you are here to do in this lifetime. What is it that you were called and you asked to come here for? We are here right now doing a very important time because things are shifting, the energies are shifting, we are evolving, we are going into another dimension on this earth. Mother Gaia is evolving, as are we. We are evolving. Things are going to change significantly on this earth, and some things are going to, pretty much freak out the slumbering still, that are still sleeping, may even, frighten them to their core. But for those that are on this journey, that are awakened and know and have had this situation where God has brought to your knowledge the things that are transpiring, He is preparing us for us to be the ones that help those that are still slumbering to be able to adjust to what's going on. If they don't, exit by choice and remain in a third dimensional world. So anyway, I was going to pull a card to see what it is God wants to tell us. I hope you all are preparing for a wonderful weekend. It is Friday. Yay, yay, yay. Friday. Yay, yay. I'm so excited. I always look forward to the weekend. Because it's my time. I don't do a lot. I kind of chill out at home, read, deep diving into spirituality and all these different things. Walking out in nature, which is something I recommend for everyone to do because it's so therapeutic. Getting out and connecting with nature, getting grounded, and not and all that good stuff. We got the pink full moon coming in on the 23rd. That's going to be some very significant energy because we are closing out cycles. We are preparing for the new beginning for new cycles. Okay, you gave me one. See that? Growth and pain. Growth and pain. Number one, growth and pain. As I said, you know, in order to grow, it's a lot of times it's pain that will push you into that growth, you know, because we are humans and we are, you know, fond of our comfort zone. We really don't want change. We would prefer to stay in a comfort zone. So a lot of times things come up and arise because we are needing to grow, and a lot of times it is pain that will push you to grow, push you to evolve, you know, push you to handling situations in a different way. Okay, let me read to you what the book says. It says there can be no growth without pain. Boy, is that true. What are you eating on? You ready to get your butt in trouble? Sorry, y'all. Come here, Poop. I got this little munchkin down there chewing on stuff. He's so always wanting to chew. This is Houston. Say hello, Houston. Say hello. Okay, calm down. It says, there can be no growth without pain. We often resist change and growth because it might be painful to let go of what is known to us. We fear what we could become without it. It isn't easy to fall into the habit of focusing too much on what we leave behind rather than what we have to gain. You may feel stuck where you are at and fail to realize that you are on a constant journey of growth. Your actions, experiences, and previous thoughts and emotions are your roots, and they will always be a part of you. But on the other hand, you can use these to your advantage and grow new branches that you have never thought of before. While things are taking form, it might feel turbulent and painful, but eventually these things will become a part of your stable roots. Ask yourself how you think about change and growth. What are the things you are resisting, and what are the things you have gained? The pain we experience when going through growth may have originated from the fear of showing our true selves. Our insecurities and vulnerabilities. To truly grow, acknowledge that it is okay not to be perfect. Find courage to face your own fears and the strength to tear down or lower your walls of judgment towards yourself and others. A good affirmation is, I embrace the pain and I make way for growth. Exercise that is recommended. Make a list of all the things you will gain from letting go of your fears. Read the list out loud to yourself twice each day, either in the morning or before you go to bed. Or take time and meditate upon your list. You can't make it up. I'm going into, the things we are closing out, the chapters, whatnot. Things that we, of course, you gain so much wisdom and knowledge, even through heartbreak, if you left a significant relationship behind, a breakup or something like that, it's painful, trust me, I get it. Because, perhaps you visualize that would be something or someone that will continue on your path for a lifetime. And then it just ended abruptly, and you were in heartache, of course. However, throughout the transition, of healing, you can now look back and realize that, you know, that that breakup was necessary. You know, everyone you are with or that's in your life or comes along your path is not going to be able to go into every area of your life. They may not be your one true person, you know. They may have just been a catalyst to awaken you to what it is you truly want, your heart's desires. So you gain so much, you know, even in the loss of significant relationships, you certainly gain so much in those losses. You gain wisdom of the things you want, things you will, you know, be okay with, and things that you are willing to accept, and things that you're not, you know. So, Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels, is there anything else? Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels, universe, God, welcome. Got one more popped. Generosity and egoism. Generosity, so that's number 3. Generosity and egoism. Okay. Another thing that's going to transpire, those that's been on this awakening journey. We have been in solitude. I know I have been. I've been single now for some time. I've just been focusing on myself, healing and whatnot. I got, you know, some stuff coming to me last night where I was just, you know, meditating that, you know, that solitude and that hermit mode we've been in, focusing on thyself and all of that is coming to an end. There will be people coming along our path that will be aligned with us and aligned with us where we're at energetically, meaning that they will be a match, that they will be a contributor to us in a positive way and helping us so that we can evolve to our higher level of spirituality. So it could be a relationship, it could be friendships, you know, it doesn't have to just be in like a significant intimate relationship. It can be any person, you know. God's going to align those people that need to be aligned with us to further us on our spiritual journey. And, you know, generosity and egoism. So we got a number 1 and a number 3. Number 1, number 3. Generosity and egoism. Are you truly giving without expecting anything in return? A lot of transactions we make, whether it be with acquaintances or loved ones, often have hidden agendas rather than just giving for the sake of giving. It might be to show someone how thoughtful we are, to receive something in return, or to make ourselves look superior. Thoughts like, why isn't anybody thinking about me? Or I wish someone would show me how special I am to them, might have crossed your mind, but have you tried to reverse the thought and give to others what you are seeking? We are often so caught up in our own minds and what we want that we forget to give with our heart to the people who are closest. No, to the people we are closest to, what we secretly expect or wish from them. Do you know someone who seems to give to you only to expect something in return or show that they could afford more than you? Their heart might not be true. Keep a lookout for these people in your surroundings, and you might start to notice who are not really caring and who are hiding, who has hidden agendas. Generosity is about letting go of the ego and giving with your whole heart to show that you truly care what someone else feels is good. Affirmations. I give with a true heart. And then it says exercise. Think about a friend or loved one that you haven't really appreciated lately. Think about something you could do for them to give them that would make them truly happy. Maybe send a surprise gift or just a special e-card. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or expensive. Just think about something special that you don't give on a daily basis, even if it's just a random message to tell them that you love them. So, you know, are we giving? Are we giving without expectations? I know me personally, I am a giver generally, and it's been hard for me to be on the receiving end of receiving from others. You know, I've always been pretty much self-sufficient. I don't ask anyone for anything because I just don't want to become somebody's burden or anything like that. So I generally try to figure everything out, and I'm always giving to so many, not just my friends, but even to those I'm not even associated with. Strangers, you know, walk up to me, and I am always, you know, willing to give if I have it to give. So I don't know, you know, just whatever it is that you're doing, if you're giving, say for instance, giving, this is part of me giving, sharing my gifts with the collective, without expecting anything. All I'm expecting is that it will be helpful for you on your journey, that it will help you evolve, it will help you grow, it will help you to, you know, start to shift your perspective and how you see things, that it will be enlightenment for you and empowering to you on your spiritual journey. That is really my heart's desires, you know, because when I first started this journey, I was so taken aback, you know, literally. I mean, the first thing you start to think is, am I losing it? Am I going cuckoo? Is this really happening? You know, all the different things that were transpiring in my life with the synchronicities and the numbers and the animals and all these different things. You know, I literally was like, okay, God, am I losing it? Am I going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? I never talked to anybody about it because I didn't want people to look at me like I was crazy. So I just kept going within, and then I started doing my deep diving, what I would call it, just researching and looking to see if others were going through similar situations. And I found that they were, which brought me a great deal of comfort because I was like, I might be going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but thank God that I wasn't. I always tell people this joke, you know, I am the sanest person that you could possibly ever meet. I mean, I am very logical. I think logically, but I also have the ability to think and feel what others are probably feeling or thinking, you know. So I have the ability to step outside of myself and put myself in others' shoes to understand why certain things happen, or why people choose to behave the way that they do. So God is saying, you know, in all things that you do, as far as giving, do it without any expectations. Trust and believe you me. God knows all. He sees all. In everything that you do comes back tenfold. You don't need to ask for anything in gain or expect anything from people, because when things are done with the intentions of a good heart and the intentions of wanting to truly just be giving to help, then God sees these things and He rewards you accordingly. So you don't have to have expectations from people, okay? Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels. Is there anything else? Whoop, there we go. 16. It says behavior and interpretation. Behaviors and interpretation. Girl, oh my Lord, this damn Mercury retrograde. So that's number 19. No, that's number 16. Sorry, number 16. 16. Behaviors and interpretation. Also, you know, in that saying that, you know, you could interpret things in different ways, right? Because remember, our minds are very powerful, okay? A lot of times you have to have control over your mind, because as you know, like I know, your mind can run away from you. And you can start interpreting things that aren't even truly there, or truly transpiring, all because you have a imagination that runs wild and you don't gain control over your thoughts. That's why it is so important to practice mindfulness. You have to be mindful of things you are thinking about, because through improper interpretation, it could cause improper behaviors, correct? So this is why it is very important to always be mindful of how you're thinking. If you are having negative thoughts and interpreting something inappropriately or whatever, maybe you should seek some advice from someone credible, or go within and sit with it. Maybe write down, things to see if perhaps you're interpreting things inappropriately before behaving out of character because of how you could be misinterpreting what it is that you're thinking. Let's see what the book says. It says, behaviors are highly dependent on interpretation. We are intelligent beings, and therefore how we behave is not simply a systematic reaction to what is happening around us. We have the ability to interpret, analyze, and think before we take action. I just said that. How we behave is a result of how we interpret situations. This card encourages you to keep an eye on your inner vision about other people's actions, what you tell yourself about what is happening, and how you view the situation. And how you view the situation will affect how you react towards it. Your actions aren't a result of other people's behaviors, but a result of how your mind interprets it. It can be tempting to stay in your own mind and convince yourself that you are right, and more challenging to try and see something different to what you are telling yourself. But if you can start practicing this, you might find that your own mind can play tricks. Your mind can play tricks on you. And what you see for yourself is not always the only thing there is to a situation. There can be multiple scenarios, explanations, and resolutions. The same goes for other people's actions. Have you ever sat and analyzed in your head different scenarios of what people will do if you act in a certain way or if you say a certain thing? Come here. Come here, come on. Come on here to mama. This little guy, say hello. This is Houston. Say hello, Houston. I'm such a busybody. It says, most of us do this all the time. Okay. The same goes for the people's actions. Have you ever sat and analyzed in your head different scenarios of what people will do if you act in a certain way or say a certain thing? Most of us do this all the time about the tiniest things, but their reactions are also a result of their own interpretation and doesn't have anything to do with you, what you say or what you do. There is no need to put all the blame on yourself either if something goes sideways. Other people have their own visions and interpretation that you cannot see or know, so perhaps they also need to be forgiven for their behaviors sometimes. Affirmation. I don't simply react. I analyze and act. That is me. That's where I'm at. This is where we all are at. We are no longer allowing situations to pull us out of our character. We are no longer allowing ourselves to be controlled by our emotions. We have gained control over our minds, our thoughts. We sit, we analyze, and then we come up with solutions for situations. And even if it's your friends, I have lots of people that come to me for advice and relationships and whatnot. And I haven't been involved for some time now, and so for me, all I can say is that I am in a place where I know that I will not be tolerating anything. First red flags for me, I am closing out situations. I don't want to entertain game playing and all of that. I am far too old to play mental games and so forth. I don't have the energy to entertain it. And there is nothing that is more important to me than my peace of mind. Okay, so for me, I don't want to settle. I'm not going to conform and settle for certain situations if it's just an absolute no for me. If things are in a person is a deal breaker for me as far as behaviors that they may have or things that they do that I don't completely like or want to be around, then I'm just not going to entertain it. I'm just not, and that's just me. And that's my own advice that I give to everyone. Don't ever settle. You deserve far more than you believe you deserve, and it took me a long time to understand that. I am a good-hearted person. I bring a lot to the table. I am very loving, very compassionate, very empathetic. So, I'm not interested to go down, some crazy journey where I'm going through a lot of challenges. I'm just not. So, like I said, from your past, you do come to understand what it is that you want in your life going forward. The people that you want to associate with. Sorry, y'all. This retrograde is messing me up crazy. The people you want to be associated with. Are they on your level? Are they bringing reciprocity to your association? Are y'all friends? Are they empowering you? Are they cheering for you and genuinely happy for you? These type of things. I mean, and you being, if you're watching this channel, meaning you are very intuitive, meaning that you can feel perhaps or sense certain things, which I am very good at. I can pick up energy. I can feel how people are feeling, which is, something I didn't understand all my life, why I was feeling so weird. But now, because I am on this journey, I now understand. And all I can say is that, yes, I can feel if there's something about a person, particularly the one that comes into my immediate space, if they are not really feeling me or whatever, I can tell. And I just have made up in my mind I'm no longer going to be associating with individuals like that. I want high frequency, evolved people in my life because that's what I bring to the table. And when you go through this healing process and you get to where you're needing to be, that is what you will attract. So going forward, like I said, we're closing out those old way of being. This new being that we have evolved into being is now higher frequency, higher vibration. So we are going to be attracting lightness to us. Those people that will align with us will come to make a positive deposit into our life, not a negative. So very important that you've gotten to where you need to be to have control as far as control of your mind. That mind of, I know in my younger years, baby, because I am an imaginer. I have an imagination out of this world. I'm an artist. I love to paint. I do a lot of crafting, making things and all of that. And things could happen. I'm just giving you guys some scenarios in the past. And baby, when I say I would run with that crap, I mean, my brain would just go into all kinds of different scenarios. I would be thinking about things that could happen, that hadn't happened, the worst of how it could play out. All of these things, and that just adds so much stress to your life, and it takes from you. So I had to truly go and learn how to gain control over myself and my thoughts. I had to become mindful of everything that I was thinking about and how I was entertaining those thoughts in a positive or negative way. Whatever you fuel and whatever you feed, if you're feeding or fueling negative thoughts, that's what you're going to call into your life. And that is the truth. If you're fueling and feeding positive thoughts into your life, that is what you will call into your life. We are the creator and the weavers of our own reality. Okay? So always be mindful of this and quickly shift your thoughts when you find yourself drifting into that mind that just wants to run off and start thinking wacky, cracky stuff, okay? That is my advice as far as thoughts. Okay, Houston, say hi. Mommy gonna put you down, okay? Because I gotta pull another card, okay, baby boy? Mommy love you. Mommy love you. Okay, we're ready to go. Bye-bye. So let's see. 1, 3, and 16. Again, those were the numbers that we pulled. 16 will run out to being a number 7. Number 7. Okay? Holy Spirit, ancestors, keep calm. What are the messages today for the collective? Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels, all those that are currently present with us today on our journey. Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels, God, universe, creator, what are the messages for the collective on this journey? Show me. Wow, too many. Okay, well, they all didn't flip. So we got 9, 9, 9, 9. They all didn't flip, so I ain't got to worry about even looking at them. I'm just going to pull them back up and put them back in the deck. That was way. But we got 999 that did flip. 9999. Lessons learned. I can't make this crap up. Lessons learned. I just went through this. We've learned our lessons, baby. Those things that transpired in our life in the past, oh, we learned our lessons. We're no longer interested in being burnt, okay? If something is signaling hot, we ain't touching. Exactly what I'm saying. We ain't touching it. So it says, results, benefits, reflection, completion, and culmination. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goal. Maintain your momentum and know that the power of heavens has your back. You made it. We made it, y'all. Yes. Hey, hey, hey. And the rewards goes to you. I told you, like I said, honey, we are closing out the old way of being. All that foolishness, honey, we are walking into our destinies. 0707. It says compromise, self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there is a lack of understanding, it is best to just move on. The truth will set you free. One thing I've learned in my life is that we are all here on this earth trying to survive. You know, people do things based off of, you know, being in a survival mindset. And I have learned to truly forgive those that I feel have trespassed against me, and I have sent out prayers that I have been forgiven for anyone that I have trespassed against or hurt or any of those things. We are all just trying to be on this earth and trying to find happiness and peace and harmonious relationships. So holding on to grudges, truly, it doesn't help you at all. And I know that those that are led to this channel aren't holding on to grudges. They are releasing all grudges and have had time to really forgive others as they have forgiven themselves as well. Because you have to forgive yourself as well. Forgive yourself as well for allowing certain situations, you know. So let things go. Trust that God knows, and everything that happened for a reason. It had to happen, you know. It had to happen in order for you to get to where you needed to be. Okay? We like to think that we are in control of our lives. That's too many. We like to think that we are in control of our lives, but we are not. God is control. Ooh, we got one that popped. I'm sorry, y'all. 101. I'm only taking that one. 101. It says starting over, which is what I said. We are starting over. This is going to be starting over. New beginnings. Clean slate. New way of being. New way of going forward in life, new way of responding, new way of taking actions in everything that we do. No longer, being or responding in ways we once upon did. Will you stop eating on everything? My goodness, son, there's nothing to eat. It's a baseball cap. This dog, he wants to eat everything. Chewy, I should have named you Chewy instead of Houston. Okay, 101. It says starting over, intelligence. What is that? The dynamics, making a difference, failure, present or spiritual development, personal or spiritual development, sorry. Happiness is linked to your self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failure is the key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process in the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It is, isn't it, in the little things and the big ones? No, it's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Like I said, we are getting a new beginning, clean slate. I know that this journey has been tumultuous for a lot of us. We grieved our losses, friendships, relationships, whatever. We've gone in, we've forgiven, we've come to a place of peace where I am at, and now I'm just looking forward to the future. And all I can tell you all is that the best is yet to come. That is what is on my vision board. The best is yet to come. I know God has great, great, great things in store for you as well as for me. We've done the work. We stayed focused. We've done everything necessary to get us where we're at. And in the end, our reward will be joy, happiness, relationships with reciprocity, and so forth. I pray that this message brings you enlightenment and empowerment to help you to stay the course, We have finished this cycle out, and we are preparing for the new. Embrace what's coming. The pink moon is the 23rd. This is going to be a very powerful time. This energy is significant. It's going to help to finally, finalize out all the closures and, help you to truly focus on what it is that you want. So use this energy to help you to catapult your dreams and desires and so forth into fruition. Do all that you can prior to the full moon, doing your affirmations, doing your walking, and being outside in nature, grounding yourself. What else? Do all the things that make you happy, If you are into mantras, do your mantras. I am currently doing the 369 method of affirmations, where I am writing down my affirmations 3 times a day. And I write down in the morning my affirmations 3 times. In the afternoon, I write them down 6 times. And in the evening, I write them down 9 times. And I am doing it for a period of 33 days. This is going to help to manifest the things in which I am trying to bring into fruition. If you would like to do that, you are welcome to do so. What else? I can't think of anything else. Anyway, I pray that you all have a fabulous, fabulous Friday, as well as a fabulous, fabulous weekend. If you feel led to do so, please like the video. If you feel led to do so, please share the video. And if you feel led to do so, please join. I'm still looking for my soul tribe, my family. those that are on this journey, having similar situations, needing clarity, wanting to talk, wanting to get together. I'm in the Atlanta area. If anyone out here is in Atlanta, would like to connect with me, you can reach me via email. Lakeisha, oh no, I'm going to say my regular email, but lovenguidinglight, LOVENGUIDING, light, LIGHT, @gmail.com. You can email me and we can go from there. We can correspond, exchange numbers. I don't know. I like to walk a lot. I go up mountains. I go and I get out often as possible. I go to lakes. I love to take pictures because a lot of the pictures that I take inspire my paintings. And I will share that, some of that with you all as well. I want to show you all some of my paintings so you can see what I am talking about. So this is one of my paintings, Know Thyself. This is an alien Thoth moth. I had it visit my home. It was on my in the door frame of my home going outside my back patio. That is the alien Thoth moth, and I mosaicked it with glass and foiling and so forth. And I used a lot of, deep pigmentations. I did some crystalline as well. This is how I see God, universe, ancestors, archangels. We have someone that is the entire universe looking over us. And so this is my vision of how I interpreted Creator. This is my Phoenix rising. As you can see, I crystalled it out. Oh, my beautiful butterfly lady. Her bodice is all beaded out. I used some like snowflake, iridescent snowflake stuff to do the rest of the canvas crystals. And this is a duck that is often at the lake when I go. My autumn painting. My cardinal that visits me every year. I feed every year. And this is the sun setting me after leaving the lake. And I caught a picture of the sun setting, and this is my interpretation. My 1111, forever conscious. My heron, and those are real stones, blue heron. That's always, showing up on my path. That's me selling my butt away from on vacation somewhere. My beautiful peacock that I had the encounter with in North Carolina. This is paradise. This is Puerto Rico. My sister sent me a photo she took and I painted it on canvas. And the hummingbird that I feed outside my back door. This is the hummingbird. And then my beautiful goddess there. I just found her randomly on the internet. And I just painted and crystalled out her bodice. I don't know if you can see the crystals, but yeah, that's my work. And so there you have it. You all have seen some of my artwork. Like I said, I get inspired from nature, and I spend a great deal of time out in nature. So, anywho, I just wanted to share that with you all. And again, if you feel led to do so, like the video, share the video, and until next time, toodles.